All right, welcome back to Choey and Janandler's Happy Hour. Welcome, Choey.
Welcome, Janandler. All right, now I think we're ready to rock.
Man, just takes a couple seconds there with that first sip.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Once you get your lips.
Yeah, old school, man.
Yes, sir.
Love Frank the Tank. So I went through two apps on my phone, right? And I kept thinking it was the app.
Yeah.
I'm tracking my steps this year.
Okay.
I'm just curious, like how much I walk as a teacher a day. There must be something with the Wi-Fi because like there's times it doesn't like connect real well. It filters in later, like almost like it's buffering or whatever. So I got like a Fitbit watch. Like most people have like an Apple Watch, right?
Yeah.
Apple Watches are cool. My thing is like, well, everyone has an Apple Watch. I don't want to be like everybody else, right? So that's the only reason I haven't got it. But the only thing I care about that watch, I mean, obviously it's cool to know what the time is, but it's just really tracking my steps. When I get a message, I'm like, oh, someone texted or whatever. But anyway, all that long story. So sorry to bore you. Obviously, this week it didn't happen because we weren't there Monday. First 2 full weeks, I've walked a full marathon every week. Like I'm doing like 5+ miles a day. First day of school, I had like 6.5 or something like that. When we do our field trip, because us elementary kids, we had field trips. I bet I'll be close to 10 miles that day.
We like going from the campus I was at before to the one I'm at now. I didn't think I would walk as much because it's a way smaller building, but I still get in like a decent amount of movement, which is great. I guess going from 10+ hallways across like 4 structures kind of thing to 2 hallways in one structure.
Yeah.
The one thing that irritates me though about the Apple Watch, since I do have an Apple Watch, is it's supposed to like kick in and track, like so like it automatically kicks in and tracks your workouts. And I'll be doing some stuff, and then like all of a sudden it vibrates, and it's like, when I start a workout, I'm like, sure, why not? So I let it go for about 10, 15 minutes because I get like credit for 10, 15 minutes worth of workout time, right?
Right.
And then I end it when I sit back down. 10, 15 minutes worth of workouts, so it should give me 10 to 15 minutes worth of like exercise time, and I got a minute. I'm like, that's not even possible.
Oh, so I haven't even been using that setting on mine.
No, it irritates me because I'm like, wait a second, like how is it that I'm not getting credit for exercise if you're telling me I was working out in the first place?
So I just wonder, like I said, if there's like a not like a block or whatever, but like it just because you're in the school Wi-Fi, if it's not just like sinking in like it should be like right away.
I always got the phone on me though, so you would think it would just signal better. It's just.
So I started like tracking my steps because I'm doing these virtual races.
Yeah.
And one of them, this race I'm using those steps for is 828 miles. Right now, I'm on pace to walk for like over 1,100 miles this year or something. So like I'll clearly get that just in school, just walking.
800 miles for a race.
Okay, so like
that's insane.
These virtual, it's not like you do it all at once, man. These are virtual races, and they're like
an Ironman thing.
Kind of like there's like these. I mean, they're all different, but they're like real world places. Like you could go like the Wall of China, and it's not like you're gonna run across the Wall of China. Like you do whatever your exercise is, adds up. Like if you're running, walking, biking, rowing, swimming, things like that, your steps, like it adds up to that. So like I did it just to see. Like I'm actually doing like 6 races at once, and I'm doing all sorts of different stuff for each one. This one I strictly like all I'm doing is counting my steps because I'm just curious. Like I was like, how curious? Like I was like, how much do we walk as teachers? Because I don't really get.
Do you walk?
Because I don't really get to sit down a lot, But that leads me into I've been really good. This is what I really loved about summer is getting back into working out, dude. Man, I come home get stressed, but it may take me like 5 minutes to kind of talk myself into it. Hey, go ride the bike, go row machine or whatever, right? Once I start doing it, man, I feel like all those endorphins, I guess, that you release. Man, it just feels so good. Like yesterday, I told you we went out late. We went out at late. The lady said they'd be there at 9:30. I told them I was like, I'm not even leaving my house till 9:30 because I know y'all aren't going to be there till after. And they were all like there after 10 or something. And I was like, but anyway, I went and rode. I did a 5K just rowing.
Yeah.
Man, I was good. And then I want to say about 15 minutes later, I almost was like, man, I don't think I'm going out because I wanted to just. Yeah, I was exhausted. But
that teacher scheduled during the week.
But I loved that. Like I loved how the row helped the whole body. But anyway, kind of circling around this, it's helped me mentally because we get stressed out at school. Just exercising is a good outlet for like all the stress we have to put, all that's on our shoulders and stuff. So,
Yeah.
and
And now you know.
knowing is half the battle. Let's try that again. See if we can sync it up. um,
Just kind of felt like one of those like moments where it was appropriate to throw in like a GI Joe reference right there.
episode 3, you were talking about how you signed up Painting with a Twist, right? When you gave them
Yes.
your email and you were getting, what were you getting again? Emails for what?
I get emails for ladies' nights out every once in a while, which irritates me because I'm not a girl. So not that it's bad to go for ladies' nights. It's just I'm not a girl, so I'm not a lady.
I think, well, not think. Since I work with at elementary, it's mostly women,
Yeah.
right? And I work with a lot of cool ladies. But I swear half the time I think they forget I'm a guy. It's like they just forget I'm even there. In some of their conversations, like they'll just talk about like, um, not last night, but like last week we were out and like 2 girls were like checking out some dude and then like right by me and I'm like, if that guy walks by, he's gonna think I'm talking about him. Like it's like, ooh, he looks cute. Not that there's anything wrong with it. I'm just it's like kind of embarrassing. But
I'm just not that. That's not
yeah,
me.
it's
Sorry,
just
guys.
not me. But what was kind of more embarrassing is I walked in, say we're doing like we're getting together as a grade level in like in conference time,
Yeah.
planning something or whatever, and I'll walk in the classroom, and the first thing is here is like, oh, my period's so rough, and like I'll walk in, and I'll turn around, and I'll go back. They're like, where are you going? I was like, I gotta go get a pen. And they're like, no, we got one for you. And I was like, no, I need my own. In fact, I might go to Walmart. I'll be back in 20 minutes or whatever.
I didn't know we were talking about Eli right now because I'm sure that's what you meant by period. Periods and
Cool.
exclamation points, right?
Yeah, there was a show that called it Aunt Irma Visits. And I was like, that's funny. But like I said, well, you're admin. There's still a lot of women up there. Do they forget you're a guy in the office?
I have to remind someone to go to class or go to their rooms and do conference period type stuff because they're you can have a lot of chatting going on in the front office, and so if I'm in my office, I hear stuff.
Oh, like during their conference time or whatever?
Yeah, sometimes they just come hang out because you make a copy and you hang out with the front people.
Oh, what's that? But they're not like talking to you. Like you're just
No.
there. Oh, gotcha.
No, not me.
Gotcha. Another like kind of reminding. Whenever I think it was episode 2. Remember, see my legs are a lot better by the way. See that? The sunburn is kind of healed.
Yeah, that's right.
But you were making fun of my legs, and actually, I think it was.
Learn to reapply, man. It's the directions on the bottle.
Yeah, or
just
don't stand out in the sun from like 12:30 to 3. You know.
Well, I mean, just reapply sunscreen.
Like it says. You know, when you kayak, you're actually you're working. You know.
You don't have a possibility for like a backpack to put some.
I had my hands. I'm saying my hands are being used on the rows.
It's not kayak. Like, are you?
Tell the water. I tell
the Colorado River. Like,
oh, it's just a Bernie Lake, man. Was that the lake?
The water that rough to where you can't just stop.
The water's not rough, but what? Yeah, I can't just like if I'm at if I'm at the Guadalupe or something. But you know, a lot of the rivers they're shallow, right? Like I was at Bergheim last summer. That water. The only reason I didn't go back, it was a cool thing, but the water was low, so you can kind of get out and stand up and whatever, right? I'm saying on the lake, can't just like in the middle of the water just put my paddle down.
But your legs are up. Like, oh, hold it with one hand. Like,
anyway, we're getting sidetracked because you're like making fun of the legs again.
Just say like
you don't see me making fun of your head like if you get sunburned.
I don't anymore.
Yeah,
I learned.
Well, have I got sunburned since?
It's only been like 2 weeks.
It has only been it's been a little more than that, but
I'll give you 4 weeks.
Anyway, I think the next Saturday after that, I went to a soccer game and local soccer team, and part of the problem, my legs were still kind of sunburned, right, and still kind of aching, but I was wearing some terrible shoes. Like these shoes were old, so the soles weren't as good. So like it made the bottom of my feet hurt. They were sore, which kind of worked all the way up to the the legs, the shins, the knees, the hips.
You're sounding kind of old right
now. Anyway. You're sounding kind of old. Anyway, I'm at the game and I was just like, I remember kind of complaining. I was like, oh, my legs hurt. And 2 of the guys I know a lot of people there, but anyway, one guy was just like, I think you need an enema. And I was like, what? Oh. I was like, dude, you're the kind of doctor that would come if someone comes in there and is like, I have something wrong with my throat. You're like, we got to go up the anus. Let's check it out. I was just like, where did you get your medical degree, man? And his friend's like, Cracker Jack box. I was like, pretty much. But so that was that Saturday, right? So that Monday, it was the week before school started. So I was in my classroom, like setting stuff up, whatever. And I texted both those guys. I was like, just so you know. And one guy, the guy that said it, that I needed an enema, call him Moose, and I was just like, just so you know, Moose, my legs are fine, and I don't have to stick anything in my butt. I just wanted you to know, like, I'm good to go.
Just in case you were
Yeah,
wondering.
just in case you needed to know. You reminded me off air, and I totally forgot about it, but I now remember it now. My circle gets a square phrase, like correct. I remember back. It was shortly after we graduated. Most people don't really watch like cable now. Like everyone streams a lot of stuff, right? But remember the Game Show Network? It was.
It had its own network.
I mean, I know it's still out
Old
there.
school stuff.
It's still out there, but that used to be one of my favorite like TV stations. Like when we, because I would go to, I'd watch Game Show Network and watch like the Newlywed Game or the, the Scrabble or whatever. There was all sorts of games that I loved watching. What I totally forgot I would say that. I would just say that all the time. Just like in
for like a few months, like you had a stretch where like you were trying, like, it was like you were trying to force a catchphrase.
Yeah. Trying like we thought we had a TV show back then, even though we didn't.
The
do you remember what
Game Show Network? I don't even know what if it was called Whammy or what. But
yeah,
big bucks,
yeah,
no
yeah.
whammies, big.
And then there was like double whammy.
Yeah, I like every once in a while, like whenever I like for instance, like when we were talking about last time about fixing the copy machine.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I try to put all the panels back together and you're ready to go and you like get push to start and you're like, hopefully it'll get it. I'm like, big bucks, no whammies, big bucks. And every once in a while somebody's like, oh, I remember that. And I'm like, yeah.
It's also like when you spin the wheel on the Wheel of Fortune and they don't hit bankrupt. Don't hit lose turn.
Pat Sajak's still alive.
Yeah.
I watched an episode the other day.
Vanna White's still going in.
I know. And I was like,
but
I don't know. I just kind of feel like they should have been retired. I mean, you feel like they made enough money.
Maybe they love what they do, man.
Well, yeah, I would too. Like all you do is stand up there, name off a couple letters, and then.
Well, Vanna White, she doesn't even like.
She just touches the light.
Yeah, before she used to turn it over. Now she's just like, so she's like pointing at. She's just like a hand model. Hey, so a new app, we added some more sounds to it. So like, yeah, you're like, no whammy, and then there goes the copier, and you're like, and then you're like, you son of a. I'm out of here.
Well, Pat Sajak though, yeah, like he's talk about people being stoned. That guy seems like he's high all the time. Shit. I'm just saying, like he just
on the show.
He seems real calm. Like people get bankrupt. Oh no.
So you think because he's calm, he's high? He's just a relaxed guy.
Seems like it.
All right. I'm a procrastinator. Right? I'm a pro at procrastinating. Right. If there was a draft, I think I'd be like a top 10 pick.
Okay.
If there's a Mount Rushmore, I'd be on it. Hall of Fame, first ballot, right? All that jazz. I'm supposed to. I think we spoke before the science of reading course, right?
Yeah.
Now I am so far behind. Part of it's not my fault though. I mean, most of it is, but part of it isn't. I had teachers that started in June, and I'm like, it's June. I'm not going to be working on something when it's summertime. Like, I'll wait till it's June. But I've been having problems logging in. Like, I got an email that we're supposed to be on, like, Module 5. Dude, I'm like, I'm on Module 0. So, like...
so you're not having problems with it. Like, you haven't even started, is what that's...
Well, I started it, and then I got logged out. And then I tried to do it, like, yesterday. Well, Thursday, we had a PTA night. And second grade was presenting for PTA night. So I was doing some stuff in my classroom, and I had a little time. So I was gonna start the videos while I was working on something and then come back, right?
Yeah.
Couldn't log in. It's the same password. And I don't know, like sometimes it's like I can log in here, but I can't log in there. And it's just a whole ordeal. But like I cannot wait until that's over. And but my plan, it'll be over like June. I'll finish it probably everything June 2nd.
It'll be due in May, but we're finishing in June.
Yeah, why not, right?
Like I couldn't log in. Sure you couldn't, buddy.
I've been emailing her, letting her know. She's probably like, this kid, because he's some college professor going like, what's this kid doing?
You can't figure out how to do your own job.
Yeah.
Don't complain about the kids.
Hey, when the technology doesn't work, man, it's not all my fault.
I'm just saying.
All right, here's sorry, man. Keep coughing, man.
It's okay.
It's all the allergies. We talked about it last episode, and I didn't like when I wrote my notes, and you're doing it without notes today. You're just using your phone. But when I write my notes for this, sometimes I move stuff from one episode to another. Like I just hey, and I kind of forget. And then I'm like, well, I forgot to bring this up, right? I forgot to mention this, and I'm like, oh, it's because I moved it. Remember we were talking about how we did our first couple podcasts, and then we both got excited that we were hearing it like on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and all that, right?
Yeah.
Didn't you think like podcasts? It feels to me like kind of like a drug. It's like you just like I just like now it's just like oh just like doing it. And we talking. We just it's nothing really no. It's nothing tough. You just have a conversation.
Yeah.
And then you
No, it is. It's different. It's a different experience because we're just having a conversation. And like you said, like whenever I call you, you're like, I can't talk to you anymore because you're gonna mess up our
flow.
material.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's just a conversation. So,
But I mean, but the conversation,
alone.
those phone calls are good because we get to talk about stuff there that we don't want to bring up on the show. You know?
Yeah, unfiltered.
Yeah, it's unfiltered. So we're like, yeah, let's do it. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to do that one. The next one. I'm getting sidetracked. Sorry about that, man.
Like, quit reading your notes.
Yeah.
Just talk.
Quit rolling in cat hair.
Sorry,
Oh, yeah.
tell your stuff on your couch, man.
Hey, you know when you got a roommate that just that's all she does is sleep, you know, and eat. It must be a hard life. That's all I gotta say.
That's why I don't like cats.
That's why they don't like you.
I prefer my take on it. I prefer my take on it. Not that I don't like cats. We have a bunch, but I'm not gonna let any of them in my house. It's not gonna happen.
Well, I mean, would you get like one boy cat and all these female cats that you keep getting pregnant?
No, they're all tutored and spayed. I'm going to the vet to get tutored.
Speaking of tutoring, it's a good segue there for me.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.
Cheers.
That's why I'm a doctor.
Cheers. That's it. I had to take a sip there. Sorry. Anyway, so my first year I was teaching fifth grade, right? And everything. Well, and everything always kind of evolves in education. Like you do stuff for a couple of years, and then we kind of like the state will kind of change some procedures or process or whatever. So I don't even know now because I'm not even a star grade. But when I did fifth grade, kids would take the star like in April, and in those kids that didn't pass, we would end up reteaching them, and they'd retake it in early May.
Yeah.
And then if they didn't pass that second time, they go to summer school and have to take it a third time. But now I don't think they only take it once. Like, isn't that what the process though?
So it's depending upon the grade, they either just take it one time or like some of them.
Because I used to try and use that as like a scare tactic. Like, hey, you want to be here for summer school? Keep screwing around, man.
I tell you what though, man, that I would say stop doing that a little bit because you get these kids that come to high school and they're like, yeah, I don't pass, I'm not going on because they've never passed before, and then all of a sudden there they are in high school.
Yeah, I know.
They're like, what do you mean I'm a freshman again? I'm like, because you didn't pass any classes.
Yeah, it was. Well,
you didn't pass a test, so you have no credits. Like,
yeah, well, y'all start cracking down on that, like in high school. Like,
yeah, but it'd be nice for them to understand that that's actually a real expectation at some point, so they don't get in this habit of 7 years of whatever. Sure, teach.
But anyway, when we would, like, yeah, say we did the first test, right?
Yeah.
But let's about half passed it, and half didn't. Well, the half that passed it would kind of go into. I think there were 6 classes at that time of fifth grade, and so like three of them kind of had groups of kids that would kind of enrich or move on with other material. In the other 3 classes, it's like an intervention or like a study hall, or even called after school tutoring, but we're doing during school. And we were planning, and I had a group. I had one of the enrichment groups, right? And so they were like, "What are you gonna do?" And I was just like, "Oh, I don't know. Turn off the lights, play some, light some candles, play some Kenny G. We'll just listen to some calming music and put our head down, take a nap or whatever." And they kind of looked at me, and I was like, "I'm joking. I lost my Kenny G CD," and they didn't get it what I was talking about. I was like,
every time I think about kids failing stuff, it reminds me of The Simpsons with Ralph Wiggum. Me fail English? That's impossible.
One of those. You talk about Pat Sajak and Vanna White still going. Was The Simpsons on like the 34th season or something?
Something like that.
And those kids have never aged.
Got to be some sort of good, like, revitalizing cream or something like that.
And doesn't it take like 2 years to do it? Like, they have to draw the episode like 2 years in advance or something.
Really?
Something like that. It's like it takes a while to get this stuff done. So they have to plan it, like for animation, and so then they can do the voices later or something.
Crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. Very, very crazy. All right. That's all my notes for this episode. What do you got going on?
I got a whole lot of nothing going on now. I mean, I would say just we're back in the normal swing of things. I mean, like you said there, earlier, 5 weeks in.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a lot of fun stuff going on. Like it's starting to be in the swing of things. The one thing that's kind of different is normally we'd be in like the second week of school right now.
Uh-huh.
So I'm further along.
Do you like it that you started earlier?
It's all right. It's just kind of different because I kind of look back and when you really look at it, like school's 36 weeks long. Like now those 36 are broken up into like possibly a few different like structures kind of thing. So like it's not necessarily 36, it could be like 37 broke, but it's like that many days.
Mm-hmm. What is a day? You would know better. Like, is it 183?
177 days, or well,
Well, I
177
guess
or 180, depending upon like what
the
your
district
goes with.
Okay.
But so like with me being 5 weeks in, I'm almost like what 16% of the way done with the school year or something like that. It's just crazy looking knowing that we're so far along. Like I'm only 4 weeks away from being a quarter of the way done with my the 22-23 school year.
Like you like it though?
It's all right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of the things.
Oh man, this is not gonna
I
happen.
think that, and I don't know if it's just because it pops in my brain a little bit more because we are getting older, so your body doesn't move the same way as you want to. I try to keep away from those thoughts of, well, yeah, I mean, you see the kids playing football, and you're like, yeah, well, when I was there, and I'm like, it's like when I was their age was like their age plus them kind of thing. So it's like
you have like, and we talked about it in our earlier episodes. You something about age. You're always like hell bent on pointing out age and like old and yeah, we feel older, dude, but we're still young 40s, man. We still got a lot of time.
Well, I mean, you look at different people. Like, what the first time that was stuck in my brain was whenever Bernie Mac died from the flu at 50. So I'm 8 years from that. But then if I roll as hard as Queen Elizabeth did, I mean, I'm not even halfway done with my life yet. Which
exactly.
is somewhat optimistic.
Exactly. So you got see.
But then I also look at the fact that like things don't feel the same. Like so, knees hurt, elbows hurt. I remember the first time I sat down. I don't remember exactly how old I was, but I remember the first time I sat down, I was like, "Oh, it feels good to sit."
Are you?
Like, I'm old.
When you're old.
Yeah, like you sit down, and you're like, "Oh, that feels good." And it's like it feels good just to sit. Like I could literally do this all day long, besides having to get up and go to the restroom, unless I got like some sort of old person diaper on, and I never have to get up the entire day. And this is like it's not an activity. Sitting is not an activity.
Do you you able to snack during the day?
I can.
Like you get good meal. Like I know for me. So like the week before school started, right? When we're back on contract hours and we're setting up classrooms and we're doing meetings and planning and all that. We would always get like a teacher would get an hour for lunch. And so we enjoy that. So we go out and we're like, oh, where are we gonna go? You know, we would like Mod Pizza a couple times. Or we're like, we'll go here.
That's good,
yeah, it is pretty good. But because you're not.
No, you get your 30 minutes.
You're not gonna get that now. Like, but see, I get like 15 minutes at this point.
Wait, it's not actually legal.
It's supposed
to be 30 minutes.
Well, we get. There, sir. Well, it's. I'm
just telling you.
There's always something going on, man.
No, I know, and that's the thing that I wish people would really recognize is like when people roll in. Not everybody, but most of your people that are working at school are doing atypical work compared to other jobs. And I don't mean like not working hard in other jobs, and we're working hard. But like if school, for my school hours, traditional hours, 7:30 to 4. So the teacher's on contract from 7:30 to 4.
Mm-hmm.
Supposed to be there at 7:30, can leave at 4, have your 30-minute lunch when it's scheduled.
Right.
But most of them are there, 7:15, 7, 6, somewhere in there, because they want to get in, they want to get everything set up. You're doing stuff, and you're doing like maybe like production type stuff, like during lunch if you have to make a phone call back to somebody or respond to an email and you want to get it done. You leave. You're not leaving right at 4. You'll leave later. Depending upon what's going on after, as far as extracurricular activities, then you kind of have some other stuff going on. So people put a lot of hours in. I'm not saying this to say, oh, give them like extra money.
Well, I'm one of the
but just
dude, I work 65-hour weeks, and we talked all the stuff you have to do as a principal when you the after school events you go to.
Yeah.
I just told people like, and we got a lot. Like, I'm probably doing the job of like 7 people when all the tracking for like RTI data and kind of being a pseudo counselor and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Because like my school right now, we supposed to have 2 full counselors. We have 1 full and 1 that's she's part time there. So she has to split schools.
Yeah.
So like that stinks. So I have to be like more in that avenue, you know. Um, so like we definitely get underpaid. And I saw one of my teacher friends that I work with. I was like, if you're not gonna pay us more money, take some of the responsibility, like lighten my stress load. You know, I'm one of the people. I get there early, but I try and leave about 4:30. Now I used to kind of get there early and stay a little later. There's people that they may get there like at 7, but they'll stay there till like 6:37. Like they're there way after school, and I'm like, that's something I want to do.
My thing is, I understand the reasoning for a lot of stuff that they add on for teachers, and I get that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, teachers that roll out and they do certain stuff, like they're concentrated on certain things. You're not necessarily going to be like the best counselor, therapist type thing. So why do we want to give somebody whose specialty is over here imparting knowledge,
right,
the responsibility of trying to treat the mind when we already kind of established there's not a lot of good psychologists and psychiatrists out there as it is. So it's not even like I wouldn't even say take it like just realize what you're trying to make the people do. Like when we made a joke about in the last episode about I'm a doctor, but I'm not that kind of a doctor.
Yeah.
I have the title. It doesn't mean that I'm just like carte blanche. I can do anything. Like I'm education doctor, not medical, not therapist, not whatever other psychology. Like, so let people do what they're there to do, because I feel like they make teachers in school people try to be jack of all trades.
Yeah.
And then you wonder why it is that they can't maybe perform in certain areas. Well, you want them to do the job, like responsibilities of 15,000 other people.
Well, also, I mean, it's not that I agree with it, but I know it's why it's happening. But this whole COVID thing, like it's hard. Like, so let's say I have an appointment and I put in for a sub. It's very rare to get subs now.
Yeah.
And so if there's no sub that picks up my class, they have to take specialists and rotate them through my classroom, or they split up my class and put them in the other second grades. You know, it's like last year especially, our counselors so many times couldn't do their counseling stuff because they're like, we need you to cover this class.
Yeah.
Our art teacher, like we have a 6-day special rotation. We have music, STEM, art, and PE, and there's PE every other day. But there's always the way our school class is set up with size and whatnot. One of those, like the art, music, or STEM, one of them has like a free, like if it's second grades and specials, one of them is free. And so like if somebody can't make it or someone's out of their school, they're like, oh, art teacher, for these next 45 minutes, you're here, right? You're here doing this. You're doing, and it just happens like that. All right, I guess we need to go ahead and take a break.
We'll take a break and we'll come back and hit our chapping hour and everything else like that.
Cut you off there. Sorry about that. All right, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, visitors, viewers, we are back from our break, and it's time for the what? Say it again.
What's Chapin Choey's show? And this is purely, again, one of those public service announcements. School lunches. Those cafeteria ladies and gentlemen, because I know I've seen some gentlemen in there before. Shout out to them because they make miracles happen in the kitchen. But I'm telling you this. They know the food doesn't have the most flavor. We know the food doesn't have the most flavor. There's a national standard for like how like as far as like nutrition goes. Like, so they have to fall within certain stuff. Trust me, I guarantee you, they would love to throw some salt in there. Throw some little Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning.
Do people complain about all that?
Oh,
like kids and stuff?
And then parents telling me stuff about, why is it y'all don't give them more food? Why don't you make it taste better? I get it.
I know what we're doing this year is like, which I always kind of asked when Michelle Obama was, the first lady.
Blame it on her.
But when she had did the thing with the lunches that wanted to be healthier.
Yeah.
They were. I was at schools that weren't serving like fruits still or vegetables, and so like now this year it's like they have to pick like 2 vegetables and 1 fruit, and they're like, but you tell the kids, you gotta put it on your tray. We're not saying you have to eat it, but
It's just I get it. Like, and especially the high school. Like, I see the portion. The portion size looks pretty small, and I guess it's like built on like whatever caloric calculation counter thingy. But I get that the food doesn't taste amazing. I saw fried chicken, but it looks like fried chicken, like baked chicken.
Uh-huh.
It looks good. The kid said it don't taste that great, but it's good. It looks.
Does it smell
It
good?
looks like churches.
Does it smell good?
Oh, it smells amazing. Like
Yeah.
there's some. So I know every time that it's that day, I'm thinking, oh man, it's fried chicken day.
Do you guys have
It comes out, and I can smell it down the hallway.
Do you have it when like in middle schools and high schools still this kind of same where they have their school lunch and you have like the line you can get like hamburgers, hot dogs, pizza, stuff like that? No.
So we don't. We have like a small snack bar that they can get some stuff at, but like it's just they roll through it, and then you get like either the salad that they made for the day, or like the hot meal. But everybody's all. The thing is, I'm telling you, you want salt? You can bring salt. I can't give you salt.
Oh yeah,
I break the law, like some nutrition law. Although I don't know if there's like a nutrition sheriff that shows up and like.
Well, you gotta
all of a sudden.
We gotta be careful. These kids get sick with allergies. I know. I tell the kids all the time, and it's so hard to explain, especially to young kids. We can't share, right? Like you cannot share food. We can't share because of allergies, and now we can't share because of COVID. So there's 2 main reasons, and you talk it out, and kids will hear you, and they'll tell you what you want to hear, and then you look up, and they're sharing food, or they'll be like, so and so's giving so and so, and I'm like, oh my, seriously,
I don't care.
Yeah, we had this conversation, but no, I know what you mean. There's a lot of things we can't do.
Yeah.
Like I had asked before, so let's say like kid gets food, right?
Yeah.
And they eat half their tray, like because maybe there's stuff they don't like or whatever. That food just ends up in the trash, and I'm like, can we get like a compost heap for the earth? But I guess that stinks. But I mean, it'd be good for the earth, but it smells. But then I'm also like the food that they didn't use, like that they made in the kitchen that wasn't taken. Can we like donate that to the kids that need it? But there's like you're not allowed to do that either.
Yeah, it's a lot of crap rules around like, oh, we got to do this, we got to do that, but at the same time, it's like, come on, man, don't, whatever. So that's my thing for today.
Oh, sorry that bothers you, man. I didn't know that you had to deal with that.
Like I get it, but I've never gotten so much like flack over salt. And I'm like, just bring a couple packets. Like you get them free with the taco when you buy the taco.
Well, I know that like, cause I have like 5 minutes of lunch duty, and kids will ask for ketchup, and I'll go get them ketchup. But we're only supposed to get them like one thing. The ketchup thing is like, you know how small those things, and then you just say, we only get one kid. I'm sorry.
You know, make it last.
Yeah. Better put
a couple drops of ketchup on that fry.
Yeah.
Don't put it all in your burger.
Don't overdo it. Don't go too fast, All right, so we're done with your little piece, right?
Yes.
So now it's time to joke with Janandler.
Joking with Jans.
Joking with Jans. I like that. That's even better than joking with Janandler. Jans.
Jans.
Right.
It's the Jan man.
That's Choey and Jan.
That seems like it should be some weird like Saturday morning cartoon. Do they even have Saturday morning cartoons anymore?
So that's our next step, right? We're gonna make an animated Choey and Janandler show.
That I can't wait for the bobbleheads to come out.
The bobbleheads, yeah.
My big bald head bouncing back and forth.
We can. It's another thing we could do. I bet we could. We have to pay it. It's like we're not. It's all on us. But
we gotta get a sponsor first, though.
Yeah. Before we start just wasting money.
Small steps. One small step for Choey and Jan. One giant leap for podcast kind.
All right. So on this episode of Joking with Jans, where I'm doing TV teachers, right?
Okay.
And so like I found a list. Like I didn't rank them, right?
All right.
But I found like I was looking online, and there's actually a couple that I could have put on there that I didn't. But I was just like, I don't want to make it too much, right? I don't want to spin this going too long. But basically, what I'm going to show you a picture, talk about this teacher, and if you would have liked to have been in this teacher's class, like you like them,
yeah,
give the thumbs up, we'll get the nice ding, and if you don't, well, thumbs down, the nice, or well, they're not so nice, negative. So here's the first one. We got now. Were you a fan of How I Met Your Mother?
I didn't really watch too many episodes.
Neither did I.
I got into it late, and I guess I'm one of those people like the Game of Thrones. Like I only watched a few episodes, partially because of all the stuff that they did with their relatives. That I was like, what's wrong with you? But also partially because once the phenomenon's kind of gone long enough, I feel like I'm just out of the loop. I don't want to be the weirdo, the loser. That's like,
You don't want to binge to catch up.
Remember in episode 2, and everybody's like, we're in season 8.
Yeah, you're like way behind, man.
Loser.
So Ted Mosby from How I Met Your Mother.
Isn't he the guy? Like he's the main.
He's the main guy. Yeah. What do you think? Yay or nay for him being your teacher?
Boy, I'm going to say this is not the knock on the show, but I'm going to say no just because I really don't know it too much.
Yeah. So you're just based on your like, I don't have enough. I don't have enough information about you.
Enough information. Sorry, got a thumbs down you there, guy.
Here's throw a little way back for you. You know Dick Solomon from Third Rock from the Sun?
He was a teacher, right?
He was a professor actually, but at college. Yeah. Would you love to his classroom or no?
Just because that show was funny.
So I would say yes because it was funny. But if you remember him in the episodes, he was an asshole. Yeah. He was a hole. Coach Fox from Coach
Fox, Minnesota State Screaming Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally.
Any reason why? Because you're a football fan. You like Dauber?
Do you know Dauber went on to become? He's Patrick on SpongeBob.
Really?
Dauber's the voice of Patrick on SpongeBob.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Now you guys say yes to this guy. Well, he'd probably be a.
Can we get a double?
Hole in.
Can we get a double cha-ching on this guy? Just because Mr.
You're
Garvey
like,
from the
outside, people aren't seeing what we're seeing, yeah. Right? So Mr.
Garvey from Key and Peele.
Mr. Garvey from Key and Peele, which always and we're gonna do a name game at some point, just so you know.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, one of the funniest things. Actually, I know like AA Ron, yeah. But I know one of the teachers. Her name's Jessica, and I always think about this. Jessica.
There was a little GIF or GIF, depending on how you pronounce it. I know some people say one way or the other. That had like some pencils with the name on the pencils, and it was Timothy Balake, and it was like, if you don't get this, we can't be friends.
just to go back for GIF, yeah. Right? Now I know people call it GIF a lot of times because it's G's for graphics.
Yeah.
But with the English language, if you have a G that's followed by the letter I, that G is soft. So it should be GIF. Like just based on that, it should be called GIF.
There's probably like some exceptions somewhere though. I bet you I can think of one.
Giant is a J.
Gigantic.
Yeah.
Jim.
Jim's a Y. The Y X is an I there.
Gigabytes. Whoa.
No, but see,
gigabytes is Giga.
That's you saying it gigabytes. There's people that call it. You saw Back to the Future. Gigawatts.
That's right.
Well, that was gigawatts, so that wasn't gigabytes, but
it's still a giga thing.
Yeah. All right. So next one, we're off tangent there.
It's super off tangent, but because he was a doc. He was Doc Brown.
I know what your answer is going to be here, so I'm going to give you this before I even ask you. Cam Tugger from Modern Family.
Oh yeah. He was a horrible teacher, but he was funny.
Great football coach, right?
He was a good football coach.
I mean, horrible. Like he was just like he was outrageous, right? Didn't he wear like costumes and stuff in class? Kids would probably love that, though. You know, think about that. If you're in the classroom, it's never boring.
He rushed. I would just give. If I gave him feedback, his pace was too quick. He was rushing everything.
He's an excited guy. Ooh, Ross Geller from Friends. Yay or nay?
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's go Ross. Just because we're Friends fanatics, but he was kind of a goofball.
Well, look, going back, also like our conversation with like Dick Solomon.
Yeah.
Excuse me, in Third Rock from the Sun, funny guy. Probably wouldn't be great to be because he called people idiots all the time.
Yeah.
Like he would just look down on them all the time. At least Ross didn't do that, you know. But also, when you watch the episodes, you really learn a lot from him. He's a smart guy, but he's really great at teaching you what he knew. So like it's like, yeah, I'd probably like it, but I also might be like,
given that one presentation where he developed the English accent.
Yeah. And he filtered it out.
Yeah.
Mr. Garrison, South Park.
No.
Why not?
A lot of problems with that guy.
So as an admin, would you hire that guy?
Absolutely not. I would. I don't even know if I would interview that guy.
Like, how do we get rid of you?
That one, he could document himself out in a week.
Is that like two? Do you remember Charlie Moore from Head of the Class?
I really don't.
Do you have HBO Max, by the way?
I do.
It's on Head of the Class on HBO Max.
Is it really?
Yeah, I used to love the show. It was like, I think it's like late 80s, mid to late 80s.
Yeah.
But when it got to the 90s, if you remember a lot about the 90s shows,
Yeah.
they started getting stupid. Not just this show. Like, because remember everything they tried to make like hip hop was coming up.
Yeah.
And so like even if it didn't fit into the show, they would kind of just like, oh, we're just gonna throw it in there. But if you,
Yeah.
to remind you of head of the class, they're in New York, and they have like this. It's this honors class. It's like this gifted and talented type honors class, right?
Yeah.
And he's like a hippie, like being like he doesn't teach based on the textbook, right?
Yeah.
He teaches with life lessons, and he's very entertaining, and a lot of projects makes the kids think and stuff. So I mean,
don't know if she'll be on your thing, but it's not really like for the teachers. But Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, Miss Bliss
force fed a lot of like try to hip hop because like they were trying to do like little rap stuff with when they were trying to be cool.
Oh yeah, well that's near the end. But no, but you remember Miss Bliss? Remember when Saved by the Bell was like a middle school, like in Indiana?
Because it was called it was something else. Before. It was like they actually had like a different episode like title for the show.
It was pretty amazing that it was like Zach Morris went from Indiana, I think it was Indiana, because somewhere in the Midwest, to all the way to like he's Bayside in California. And it's just like, dude, you went from middle school to high school, which I get, but you just moved.
Yeah.
And Mr. Belden apparently moved with you.
Everybody moved from the school.
Yeah.
Except for a couple of kids.
So I'm gonna vote for you on this because you should get you want this guy.
Okay.
You may hate him as a principal just because he doesn't like do everything you want to do like by the book.
Yeah.
But the kids learn. And he's entertaining in the class.
I'll give it to you.
Mrs. Krabappel and the Simpsons.
No. This lady hates her job.
Well, she's had Bart Simpson in her class for 35 years, man.
She's funny though.
She is funny.
She's like, I'm not saying every teacher like that, but that like she has the attitude of like a 7:00 Friday night happy hour teacher.
Yeah,
all the time. Where you're just done with it.
There's probably an episode where she had like liquor in her dress or dress. I meant drawer.
Yeah, probably.
Let's say dresser. Mr. Feeney, Boy Meets World.
That was the one I was thinking about.
You said yes, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But you know, like you talk about Belding following everybody. Feeney was like their teacher, and then their principal, and then their college professor.
Right.
Like, so he was always teaching them something at every level. And you're like, he went from middle school to their high school to their college, and it's like.
Did you watch Girl Meets World?
I have not.
Okay. Well, you don't have a daughter, so that's probably why you didn't have to watch it.
Kind of, yeah. Pretty much. I didn't want anybody in my house to make fun of me about it.
But so they
Is he on that show too?
I don't know because I know a friend of mine. He's got a daughter. I remember watching it a couple times. I don't remember seeing Mr. Feeney, but I know there's Fuller House. I know there's like a.
I tried to watch that.
I wouldn't call it a remake, call it a continuation.
Yeah, I tried to watch that for like 5 minutes, and I like the first episode. I was like, I'm good, I'm done.
Stephanie looks pretty. Well, they all like. Stephanie, Stephanie's right here.
Come down, sir.
But what's her name? Candace Cameron.
Yes.
She's married to was it Pablo Beret? She's married to like a hockey player.
Yeah.
That's impressive. All right, last one. Mr. White, Breaking Bad.
Wait.
Yay or nay?
So as far as content knowledge,
the
guy, bar none, is probably one of the best scientists teachers that you could have. But
it's true.
So if we're going on content, I'll say yeah.
I'm sure you wanted this,
but as far as like ethics, probably no. Just because.
So you're like overall. Overall,
we'll give him 51% yes.
51% yes. As a principal, yay or nay? Like, would you want to hire the guy? Would you be scared to fire him?
I don't know. He'd probably be one of those like ones that like you're like, hey, you're leaving a few minutes early, and they just grumble at you, and you're like, all right, I'll just let you go.
you're like, I was gonna talk to you about something. Never mind.
I'll just get you tomorrow.
Yeah. We can take care of this. Let's send you a text or whatever.
We'll get so and so to cover for you.
Leave me alone. All right, and that's it for this episode, and we're gonna stop here, and obviously we'll be back with more stuff in the future, right?
So until next time.
Yeah, and good ideas. Thank you. Take it easy, Joey.
You too, Jan.